Hi everybody, this is Ian Lamont. I'm an experienced Amazon seller and publisher, and I have a list of 10 commandments of Amazon to help other sellers understand how Amazon's work. And today's commandment is Amazon thriveth on data. And I want to explain a little bit about what that means and why it's important. So Amazon was founded by Jeff Bezos, who used to work for a hedge fund on Wall Street or high speed trading on Wall Street. So he has been really clued into the importance of data leading to decision making or basically guiding the decisions that you make. And it's a pretty hard-nosed approach. As many people in creative industries know, you cannot have a purely data-informed decision making process for creative stuff because it just creates really bad content. But for other types of products, having good data makes sense. This particular screenshot I have here, this is actually for certain types of products that I sell. Amazon actually calculates the amount of available storage space or how much space I'm using up for certain products and gives me a very precise answer, like 10.54 cubic feet. It does this because Amazon is calculating something called a long-term storage fee. And this is basically how much money they will charge me in order to keep stuff at their warehouse facilities for a long period of time. You can also see how many units I've sold over certain time periods. So Amazon is really good about collecting that data. Importantly, it's very good about sharing that data with you. And not all retailers do something like that. They don't even have data like this available. I have products in the book industry. Dealing with book industry kind of wholesalers or distributors, they're back in the Stone Age, practically speaking. Even if you use a service like eBay to sell stuff, you can see that the infrastructure there, the data that they're gathering is pretty incomplete. So it's important to understand that Amazon does gather a lot of data. It shares some of it with you. But also the downside of that is they'll make decisions based on data, not based on your particular needs or some pressing issue that you may have. They do a lot of automated decision making, and the automated decisions can sometimes really screw you up as a publisher or as a supplier. And then what I often see sometimes is Amazon using data to try to make predictive decisions about how many items you should send into a certain warehouse or when you should be planning for a certain surge in orders. And some of these predictions are just really, really way off the mark, just because it's either using bad data or it's making assumptions about the way trends work that are just wrong. And I've been burned by that before, and I've learned not to trust Amazon's predictions about how much stuff to send in, because oftentimes I end up wasting a lot of money making product that won't be sold for a long time and is just sitting in a warehouse for like more than a year, running up long-term storage fees because Amazon's predictive algorithm said, oh yeah, you should send in thousands of units of this particular SKU because we're predicting a big sales. That just didn't happen. So just be aware of that. That's one of the realities of working with Amazon. They'll share some of the data with you, but they'll also be making some bad decisions based on data, either that harm you or just are the wrong decision. I hope this video helped. If it did, please take a moment to like it and follow me. And you can leave a question below if you want to know more information about this.